Chad Stahelski, the director of every John Wick film, and he co-directed the first one. He wants to take a stab at doing a Star Wars film. He says he's got so many ideas that he wants to do.
I'm just gonna shove this out there, and it's gonna sound I'm gonna sound kind of like, oh, no need to be so negative, Kyle. I'm not. I'm trying to be like positive. This is not happening. Like,
No.
this is, it's nice, but it's not happening, and I don't want, I have more faith in him to do his own sort of like Rebel Moon-esque type film where it's a sci-fi.
He's tied to the Ghost of Tsushima film.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like space sci-fi kind of thing. Yeah, which, I can't wait for that film. That's going to be fucking nuts. Again, great. It's going to be a great video game adaptation. It's going to be done well. But going back to this, sci-fi, action, over the top a little bit, but really well choreographed. I think, I obviously, Rebel Moon, I've not watched it. I've just heard it's not that great. I'm probably not going to watch it. It doesn't really interest me, to be honest. I've kind of fallen off it. There's many other things I could watch. This, if, Chad decides to take a break from the John Wick movies and other things like that, and he decides to, I want to do something sci-fi and action-y. I have more faith in this film than I do with, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but I have a lot more faith in him than Zack Snyder doing this. Because
100%.
Because I love Zack Snyder. I think, his version of the Justice League, Zack Snyder's version, director's cut, is really good. It is awesome. I love it. I think Man of Steel is a great film. I know that's one of your favourites, and it's a lot of people's favourites. Watchmen, I love that film. I know you will watch it for reasons, but I really, really enjoy it. Like, the more I think about that film, the more I enjoy it, and I wish we had sort of more. The thing with him, with Zack Snyder, I feel like he's just jumping from universe to universe kind of thing. Whereas
he's wanting to do his own stuff, but
yeah, I get that, but he's creating universe after universe by the sounds of it, and he's not doing it very well.
But Chad Stahelski, it gets announced tomorrow that he's doing a Star Wars film. How pumped are you on that scale of 1 to 10?
I'd say awesome, but it's not coming out because
it's a Star Wars
film. Yeah, it's not happening. So that's the sad reality of it. We probably won't ever get something like that. Even if it got announced,
it's not happening.
Yeah. I mean, I think it would be great, but it's Disney. They won't allow anything like this. We only just got like a bit of amputation in the Star Wars universe with Obi-Wan Kenobi and the recent Star Wars Jedi game.
Now, but here's the thing. Disney have started being a bit more open with their brand now. We're getting a TVMA show, not tomorrow, the day after. We're getting an R-rated Deadpool film, and we're getting a TVMA Daredevil series. If Chad Stahelski came to them with I don't know, like a Dark Jedi or something like that, or a bounty hunter film, funny enough, where someone's Womp-Rat gets killed and then he goes on a killing spree.
I'll say this. Yes, you're correct on that. I don't think this is going to happen. But in an ideal world, now that Disney, like you said, are being more open with the brand, you would get a film that's going to have a bit more limb missing kind of thing. I think it will be like just a slight step over what Rogue One did, where, you see Andor shoot that guy in the back.
Speaking of Andor, I would love him to tackle something. It doesn't have to be rated R. I would love him to tackle something as on that level of Andor. Andor was, PG-13, but very adult at the same time. I don't think you could
Yeah.
sit kids down in front of that and they'd enjoy it. It's a very adult story.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. If you haven't watched Andor yet, it's ridiculously good. It's literally the best Disney Plus show on there. Like,
You
without
think
a
it's like
doubt.
the best Disney Plus?
Yeah, I think it's the best. Like, just the production of it, the storytelling in it, the characters are all great, and it's not to discredit anything. I love, the other shows they've done. Well, some of them. I really enjoyed Ahsoka, which was the latest one. But
Andor's better.
Andor,
Andor's.
I'm so excited for the second.
You could be right with that, and I need to think about that now. What you've
Have a
just said.
think,
You
but
could be right that Andor is the best.
I think
Disney
you'll
Plus
agree with me
original.
on it. It is really good, and if Chad I'm just gonna say Chad. If Chad can bring that, and he can bring sort of his style and flair, obviously he won't be able to do crazy gory stuff. Maybe Disney will allow him to, remove a couple limbs and stuff like that, kind of like what they did in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. Then yeah, if he does do anything, and if he does like something with bounty hunting, I know it doesn't make much sense, but I want him to break that annoying mold of like make lightsabers deadly again, because everyone's getting stabbed by lightsabers in Disney Star Wars now, and they're all just like, oh, they missed there, oh, I'm fine, I'm up the next day. And especially in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, there's a scene, it's a really beautifully shot scene, but it's fucking stupid, like, what he does. He, like, hits the chest of a stormtrooper, he goes, bang, and then it, like, sort of reflects back. I'm like, that should have just cut straight through him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I saw a video online, it was like a YouTube short, and someone was trying to say, like, oh, maybe, like, a lightsaber is like a thin blade, or something like that. It's not, it's just a glowing rod of plasma.
Yeah.
That's literally what. It's not a blade. The dark sabers are blade.
Lightsabers are the best things to do it with as well, because you don't have to show blood. You've got that excuse of it cauterizes a wound right away.
You just need to see the limb fling off, or just see like him amputated and don't even show the wound. It's not even that though. It's just annoying that.
I just want to see some chicken nugget stormtroopers.
It's just like you hit him and he's just like bang bang. Go look at the clip. It's stupid. It looks stupid, but the visually it looks good because it's in the dark and there's like a bit of red glow, I think, and it imitates one of like the trailers for, I believe it was The Force Awakens 2, and no, Force Unleashed 2, sorry. And yeah, it looked good, but it was just so stupid. Him tapping the lightsaber on a stormtrooper's chest, like that would cut through him and his armor like butter. We've seen it before. Why is it bouncing off it now?
Like butter.
Like butter.
Cut through like butter.
I'm not even kidding, my butter knife could probably go through that.
Yeah. But, all in all though, if Chad Stahelski was to do a Star Wars film, that would possibly be my most anticipated Star Wars film ever, out of all the stuff we've got coming.
You might as well say, listen, you might as well say it is, because even the films that are announced, they're not coming out. So
we're gonna get the Rey film. We are more likely to get the Rey film than the Mando film, and that's because people will hate it.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're just saying we're gonna get a film. I don't know what you're talking about.
We're gonna, Kyle. Would you rather have films?
Yeah.
Or no films?
Yeah.
Or more films?
No films.
All right.
Rather have no.
Just no.
Just no.
No movie.
Just nothing. Stick with the Disney Plus then. Just up the budget. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.